Hello, it's your boy, Mr. Anti-Woke, here to shine the anti-woke lens on the billionaire Hollywood elites and the tech companies and their neo-Marxist agenda they're trying to push onto us. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, Facebook, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and become a patron. Now, there's a lot of people head over heels over this show called Star Trek. A lot of people are talking about how it's woke garbage. And I decided it was my duty as a white-blooded American to look into this show and start talking about some of the things other people are afraid to talk about. This is called Star Trek: The Next Generation, and before we get into the episodes, let's look at the crew, starting with the captain.
Starfleet Captain Jean-Luc Picard.
Go to yellow alert.
Right off the bat, total woke move. You notice that he's bald on top of his head. You can't have bald people in charge. That's a sign of weak genes. No Anglo-Saxon white person has balding heads. And right away, they're trying to spread this woke message saying that a balding human being can be in charge of an interstellar traveling ship.
Captain.
And then, of course, we gotta start ticking those diversity boxes. We got a woman counselor.
The telepathic Troy.
I'm a big chocolate slut.
Why do we need a woman counselor? It's because we're raised in such a weak generation of men that they have to have counseling at arm's reach at all times?
How do you people live like this?
And then we have a 2-for-1 deal, having a blind black engineer.
Geordi, a man with unique vision.
I don't know about you, but when I have an engineer, I want them to be able to see with their eyes naturally. And then there's a Klingon out there too, of course, because they have to have at least one alien. Well, let's get into some of the episodes, starting with Offspring. There's this character, Data, who's an android, by the way.
Lieutenant Commander Data, an android.
Yeah, they gotta push that neo-Marxist agenda even further by telling us that machines can be people too. Data makes a child, a human child, an offspring. And he says this line.
I have decided to allow my child to choose its own sex and appearance.
Excuse me?
Princess?
You can't have children choose their own sex and appearance.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
See? These kids get it. If we lived in a world where kids are allowed to express themselves however they wish without their parents to discourage them at every opportunity and every turn, then we'd be living in a world of perfect chaos.
Chaos. Chaos. Chaos. Chaos. Chaos. Chaos. Chaos. Chaos. Chaos.
Have you any idea what will happen when Starfleet learns about this?
Chaos.
Dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. Then there's this episode called Who Watches the Watchers? An observing team is on this planet full of primitive natives, and accidentally they get exposed and they think Picard is some kind of god.
Picard.
Damn.
Well, Doctor, your next task is clear.
Now, the key thing about this episode is that the people there, despite being primitive, they are advancing faster than any other species they observed because they are no longer religious.
It's worse than we suspected. The Mintakans are beginning to believe in a god. And the one they've chosen is you.
You can already see where the leftist agenda is coming in here. One of the centers of the conflict is natives trying to figure out how to please this new god of theirs, Picard.
I have no choice. I must do as the Picard wishes.
Are you sure you know what he wants? That's a problem with believing in a supernatural being. Trying to determine what he wants.
Creating conflicts and suggesting that there might be holy wars and inquisitions down the road. This episode ends with them realizing that Picard is just a type of person who lives and dies just like everyone else, and they all agree that superstition is not something that they should cater to.
You have taught us there is nothing beyond our reach.
Not even the stars.
Yet again, a low-key effort to sneak in some Jewish, neo-Marxist society-destroying things, saying that religion is bad. As the brilliant, fantastic Jordan Peterson will tell you.
Let's agree that that exists.
Exactly. Society cannot exist without the belief in some sort of Christian version of God. Then there's this episode that involves a different Enterprise and a different crew, led by this man named Captain Kirk. It's an episode called Let That Be Your Last Battlefield. Here we have an alien species where one side has black skin on their left side, white on their right side, and the other side of the species has black on their left side and white on their right side. And they hate each other because of this little superficial difference. Now I know you're a smart guy, you're a smart girl watching this. You immediately pick up on the fact that this is just a plain sign of virtue signaling. Oh, way to go. Racism is bad. We didn't know that. Thank you for telling us racism is bad. Just a lazy leftist butt fucking of a genre of entertainment that's not supposed to be political, trying to tell us that racism is bad. Look, corporations do not care about your race or how you look or anything. They just care about money. They don't care about you, all right? They don't care about you. We shouldn't be fooled into thinking that they care about us because they make some episode virtue signaling about how racism is bad.
Stop it! What's the matter with you two? You hear Spock? The planet is dead. There's nobody alive on Sharon because of hate.
Now, speaking of racism, there is one last episode I want to look into. It's where this Captain Kirk actually kisses a woman. But the thing is that he is white skin and this woman is black skin. Now, I ain't no racist, but there are some people out there that are just not comfortable with that sort of lifestyle expression. And a lot of people understand that people don't want that sort of thing shoved in their faces and shoved down their throats. The showrunners knew this, and that's why they tried to film a scene in a alternative way so they could easily edit out the kiss. But William Shatner, the person playing Captain Kirk, fucked it up. He fucked up all the other takes on purpose so that they ended up having to throw out those other takes and using the interracial kiss. So everyone now is being forced to witness this experience, this scene that just goes completely against traditional American racial interactions. This Shatner fellow couldn't help but force his politics in a show that is just meant to be entertainment. This William Shatner fellow and all his other neo-Marxist writers need to be stopped. We needed to come together as fans and let these big corporations know that we do not want politics in our entertainment. I am very confident with our efforts we can see this show canceled and forgotten like all the other shows that come out before it and after it even. We need to wake up, people, not woke up. I'm your boy, Mr. Anti-Woke. Peace.
Subscribe, share, like, comment me ideas for topics and art. Patreon if you want early episodes, sketchbook access, and high-res downloads. Discord group to interact with me and other creators. Under the group name Horny Jail Alliance. Prints are for sale at the online store. Live streams on the Rotten A Creations channel. Some real weird stuff on the Weird Zors channel. Share, subscribe, like I said, goodbye.